I'm going to bring up the I word here, and Quisley was talking about it: inflation, inflation, inflation. I believe, and this is just kind of an instinctive thing on my part after being here for 30 plus years in the investment business. I have seen high inflation, I've seen low inflation, and I think inflation is one of those cyclical things that really runs over like multi-decade cycles as opposed to year to year or something like that. But I think we are probably in for a relatively elevated level of inflation. I don't think it's going to be in the 9% range like we have been dealing with in the last few months, but I do believe that inflation is going to be something that is going to be elevated above the 2%, almost benign inflation that we've had for the last probably 20 years or so. Things change when you have interest rates go up, inflation going up, all of those things you've got to be prepared for. And I go back to the thing, Scott, that we've said on the show many, many times, is that there are only two asset classes that people have traditionally invested in that have kept them ahead of inflation. One of those is real estate, but the other is the equities market.
So that's the huge risk there. If Ralph's concern, and as many others like him, is fear of the stock market right now as you get closer to that retirement finish line, which is really just a pass-through. It is easy to start thinking, I don't want to risk my dollars.
Right.
But that's the risk you accept and trade off if you don't invest in something for long-term growth, is you won't be able to keep up your purchasing power over time.
Yeah, just think about if your income stopped when you started to retire in terms of not increasing anymore. You had the same income today. Let's say that you have 10 years from now or 15 years from now. The inflation will kill you in that situation. You know, there are things that are just naturally going to go up in price. And if you don't have a plan to increase your income over time in retirement, then you really have got a bigger problem than you would ever have in risk in the stock market.
Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.